p.m. in Starbucks Center Conference Room. Roll call, please. Mrs. Seoli? Here. Mrs. Foley? Here. Mr. Leidig?
Here.
Mr. Roberts is not here. Mrs. Tretzker? Here. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, any committee reports? Administrative updates, Dr. Thompson?
Thank you. Well, I'd like to, welcome everyone to the 24-25 school year. This board meeting is the beginning, although finances have been running since July 1. And we're ready to go. I said last meeting, I thought we were all full and our staffing was done, but we had some 35 changes. And so you'll see on an addendum agenda tonight, what we hope is our last teacher hire for the upcoming school year or the school year we're in. Thursday marks the beginning of official beginning of fall sports, as you know, our kids never stop working and getting better. Band camp went well. They're practicing on a regular basis. August 9th is our new teacher orientation. And then followed by the whole following week will be PD days with convocation August 14th. And I would like to invite anybody that would like to come to our final session on that day, starting at 1:30. John Petz is going to be in and provide us with a little magic. So if anybody wants to come out on the 14th in the Goodwin Theater from 1:30 to 2:30. And experience a little kickoff keynote, you're more than welcome. So we're very excited about that. And then August 19th, here we come, right? Buses will go and we'll begin the phase in, which we did have some adjustments to the phase in schedule, but I think we got it, we're all set now. And we're very excited and ready to roll. I want to thank our administrators. I took them out to Mohican, for a few days where we were able to solidify some building level goals, get to know each other a little better, float down the Mohican River, and all that'll stay there. And we had a good time. So, and they got some things done. So I appreciate them taking time out of the summer to prepare for the upcoming school year. And we're ready to go. That concludes my administrative update.
Okay, do we have any public participation? No, okay. Consent agenda item A, review of the minutes. The board is asked to approve the minutes from the regular meeting of June 25th, 2024, and the special meeting work session of June 11th, 2024. The board hereby waives for public reading of these minutes and shall post them accordingly. Item B, do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
Roll call, please. Mrs. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Leidig?
Yes.
Mrs. Tretzker? Yes. And Mrs. Seoli? Yes. Dr. Thompson, superintendent's report?
Thank you. Under personnel, acceptance of retirement, the board is asked to accept the retirement of an employee listed from the position indicated as recommended by the local superintendent and director of maintenance and operations. Or no, as the director, athletic director, excuse me. B, personnel acceptance of resignation. The board is asked to accept the resignation from the individual listed from the position noted as recommended by the local superintendent. Under C, personnel approval appointment, the board is asked to approve the individuals noted for the position indicated pending successful completion of required employment paperwork, background check, and certification as recommended by the local superintendent. Under D, personnel approval appointment 2024-25 non-athletic supplemental. The board is asked to approve the individuals listed for the 24-25 non-athletic supplemental noted as recommended by the local superintendent of the principal. Under E, personnel approval of appointment 24-25 non-athletic supplemental 2. The board is asked to approve the individual listed for the 24-25 non-athletic supplemental noted as recommended by the local superintendent and building principal. Under F, personnel approval of appointment athletic supplemental. The board is asked to approve the employment of the individuals listed for 24-25 athletic supplemental position rate of pay indicated pending successful completion of the required employment paperwork, certification training, and background check as recommended by the local superintendent and athletic director. G, approval of appointment athletic supplemental corrective action. The board is asked to approve the corrective action noted previously approved May 2024 as recommended by the local superintendent and athletic director. And H, approval of 2024-25 phase-in schedule corrective action. The board is asked to approve the corrective action noted previously approved June 25th, 2024, as recommended by the local superintendent, assistant superintendent, and board principals. I, approval of the 24-25 student athletic handbooks. The board is asked to approve the 2024-25 student athletic handbook as recommended by the local superintendent, director of special education, athletic director, and transportation director, and building principals. And we will be striking the transportation handbook. That is not an updated version. J, approval of resolution financial literacy. The board is asked to approve the resolution below regarding financial literacy being taught in 7th and 8th grade as recommended by the local superintendent and assistant superintendent. And this includes my superintendent's report.
Okay, do I have a motion? Second, any discussion?
Any major changes in the handbook? Handbooks, or
So guess what, is there any major changes in the handbook?
For the middle school handbook, the biggest changes, we did do an addendum to artificial intelligence and the usage of, that would be the biggest change.
Nothing major in the high school, put a cleaning up on, adding electronically to a part where it said written and verbal, so it's just another thing. Hacking a staff member or student verbally and writing or electronically was added. And then just clarification on our students that graduate early in December and finish up a lot of times because they're going off to a D1 program. They can come back and attend our prom with administration approval.
is the AI update or amendment, does that apply to all 3 buildings? Or only the middle school? What is the update on that, you know,
Yeah, I have it.
off the top of your head?
Artificial intelligence, while we adapt to the usage and prevalence of AI in daily life, the school will continue to work to balance the application of available technology with the academic growth, development, and interests of the students. As such, usage of AI to assist in completion of assignments may be subject to academic dishonesty protocol if it is passed off as the student's own work. If the student utilizes AI in an appropriate manner as determined by the content teacher, they will need to cite that usage.
Should
So
that,
just citing it, essentially,
Yeah.
it's just.
that it's a resource,
Yeah.
right,
Using.
so wouldn't we apply that to high school too?
We can discuss that, yeah, sure.
I would think so.
I mean, I think it would carry over.
At the elementary, we just cleaned up language. There were, just found some things that we thought could be said a little more.
Okay.
It didn't really change.
Spoken from an English teacher.
Shocking.
Dr. Walczewski, do you want to talk anything about the resolution on financial literacy?
Yes, this is an Ohio Revised Code. It actually went into effect 2010 for financial literacy in grades K through 12. We've never exercised it really, except for high school, where we thought developmentally, that's when kids want to talk about credit and investing and can even really digest the conversations. However, this is necessary that we do need to probably follow suit with that. There are semblances of it taught in 7th or as a language as or 8th grade. We're right now letting the state know through this resolution that we are not currently teaching it. Spoke with them today, perfectly fine, but that we would aspire to do it by next school year. That would give us some time to work through that with content teachers that would be responsible for it. I don't think it's going to require any staffing or an additional elective. I think we could comfortably put some of the concepts into math, or if math feels too taxed by being a state tested subject, I think it's very applicable to social studies. So I just wanted to not drop it on the staff and say it's effective this year, wanted to give us a year and then start it next.
Would that be high school transcripted credit?
High school is already in place and we have a new individual teaching that this coming year, and that's a transcript credit, yes.
So will 7th and 8th grade be transcript credit or no?
No.
No.
No. And believe it or not, these standards are also applicable to K through 6. We'll begin conversations there as they come up.
Any other discussion?
Thank you.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Leidig,
Yes.
Mrs. Kester,
Yes.
Mrs. Yoli,
Yes.
Mrs. Foley.
Yes.
Dr. Thompson, you have an addendum?
Yes, thank you. Yes, under personnel approval appointment, the board is asked to approve the employment of an individual listed for the position indicated pending successful completion of required employment paperwork, certification training, and background check as recommended by the local superintendent. Under B, personnel approval appointment 24-25 teacher leader, board is asked to approve the employment of the individual listed below for the supplemental committee position indicated for the 24-25 school year as recommended by the local superintendent, assistant superintendent. Third, the all assigned duties shall result in a prorated pay for this contract. C, personnel approval appointment student worker. Board is asked to approve the employment of the students listed for the 24-25 position and rate of pay indicated not to exceed 700 hours as recommended by the local superintendent and director of communications. Under D, personnel approval of PAC event staff. Board is asked to approve the 2024-25 PAC event staff noted as recommended by the local superintendent, chief financial officer, and athletic director. This includes my superintendent's addendum report.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Yoli,
Yes.
Mrs. Foley.
Yes.
Mr. Leidig,
Yes.
Mrs. Kester.
Yes. Mrs. Finko, the chief financial officer report.
Thank you. A, approval of financial reports. The board is asked to approve the financial reports from June 2024 as recommended by the chief financial officer. B, approval of agreement, Cisco Meraki. The board is asked to authorize the chief financial officer to enter into an agreement with Cisco Meraki for licensing of all district Meraki products, wireless access points, switches, and firewalls, as recommended by the chief financial officer and the director of information technology. And this concludes my chief financial officer's report.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Second.
Any discussion? Can you tell us a little bit about what the Meraki expense is, the contract?
I'm gonna let Darcy answer that.
Okay, hi Darcy.
John caught me right as I was driving in. Parking lot. Be there. The Meraki, and the reason that you haven't seen this, in the past on an annual basis is because when we put in the systems, they prepay that upfront for 5 years. So that encompasses all of the licensing that's required to run any of our switches, all of the wireless access points, our firewall, any of the equipment that goes into our network closet. So, we have the option of doing it in a lump sum if we wanted to, but now I think it's gonna be better for us to do it annually. And so that we can budget that out for that. So, think of it kind of like, in order for us to use Microsoft, we have to pay a licensing for that. So it's kind of along that lines. And it incorporates and encompasses any security updates, patches. They push that out automatically to all that equipment through their platform.
Thank you.
Okay, great, thank you. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Kester,
Yes.
Mrs. Yoli,
Yes.
Mrs. Foley,
Yes.
Mr. Leidig.
Yes.
And people, you have an agenda as well?
A, approval of expenditure frontline. Board is asked to approve the expenditure in the amount of $16,105.98 to Frontline Technology Group for absence and substitute management software as recommended by the Chief Financial Officer and Director of Information Technology. And B, acceptance of grant funds, Martha Holden Jennings Foundation. The board is asked to accept the Martha Holden Jennings Foundation 2024 Ohio Master Teacher Award of Excellence awarded to Amy Basner in the amount of $1,000 and to approve the appropriation for such grant to be placed in Fund 019, Special Cost Center 9025, as recommended by the local superintendent and chief financial officer. And this concludes my chief financial officer's addendum report.
Okay, do I have a motion? Second. Any discussion?
Just the frontline stuff, Jenny, if you have any info,
That's just, what our staff uses to put in their sick days,
so
vacation
it's
days.
just that system.
Yeah, we've had it.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Foley,
Yes.
Mr. Leidig,
Yes.
Mrs. Tretzger.
Yes. Mrs. Field, yes. Any unfinished business? New business? Do you have some
I
items?
forgot what it was.
You want us to wait a minute?
No, just keep going. If I think of it, it'll be still unfinished.
Okay. New business, item A, we have to discuss what we were going to do for our recreation department replacement. Mrs. Trentinelli resigned effective July 31st, I believe it was. We thank her for all the effort and time she put into it. We, in my opinion, this is my thought, recently, I mean, we just replaced, or we just had applications open for this, what, a month ago? So I would say we had 2 applicants. I don't know if they're still interested. We could vote on a replacement tonight, see if they're interested, and if they pass, move on to the next. Would that be amenable?
We probably need to act because.
Yeah, they
the
need
fall festival's
someone.
coming up, so they need someone. right?
Okay,
Did we have two and we appointed one of them? So
We had
there's only one
3.
left? Oh, we had 3, that's right.
we had,
Okay.
Mr. Adby and Mr. Grega, I believe, were still interested.
I know Abby is.
Okay, well, we can, if we go to one of them, whoever we vote for, if they're not, we'll move to the next person.
Yeah,
And
so
if
we're
that
just-
doesn't work out, then we can open up applications again.
Sounds good.
Wait for the flood of applicants that want to be on the
Yeah.
board.
Fills up quick.
Okay, so do we want to go around and do a vote on that, Mrs. Capon?
Is there a nomination or
Oh.
how are we doing it?
Make like a motion to nominate and I'll say Tom Andy.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, that's fine. We can open for nominations.
So, Mr. Leidig, you're nominating Tom
Yes.
Adby.
Correct.
Any other nominations? No? Okay. We'll just do a roll call then. Mrs. Seoli?
Yes.
Yeah. Mrs. Foley?
Yes.
Ms. Truxton?
Yes.
Mr. Leidig?
Yes.
All right.
Okay, so that, if you could,
Yep.
could you mind reaching out to him?
Yep.
Okay. If anything happens with that, just let us know. We will proceed to plan B.
Okay.
Correspondence and announcements. Nothing under that, right? Upcoming meetings. The next regular Board of Education meeting is scheduled for Tuesday, August 20th, 2024 at 5:45 PM in the Tarbox Center Conference Room. Do we have any other, and school starts, as we said, August 19th, so we'll get a good recap of the first day back for students and first week back for teachers. First official week back for teachers, they're probably in and out often before that. Any other public participation?
Am I allowed to add? Was too late?
Sorry.
No. She left.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to introduce myself to those who don't know me. I'm Jen Zach. I was voted in as the president of the PTA for this school year, and I appreciate everybody here and all that you guys do. And if we could work together to kind of help the students and teachers, I would be happy to work with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, then. Pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G1, I hereby move that the board adjourn to executive session for the purpose of considering the employment of a public employee or official. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mrs. Seoli?
Yes.
Mrs. Foley?
Yes.
Mr. Leidig?
Yes.
Mrs. Truxton?
Yes. We will not be conducting any business after executive session.